Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. I'm going to give you some more information on boots on the ground. Appreciate everyone sending me things to go through. Some things I don't include just because it's so generic and it's just a price increase. But I like it. I keep track of it. So I appreciate you doing it. Pages and pages and pages, which is good because we're getting intel. We're getting data points. We can collect the dots. We can make good judgments with our resources, mostly money and time. So let me get right into this. First of all, this is from Tasmania. I think Tasmania is in Australia. I was going to look it up and it slipped my mind. But Tasmania, Australia, I think. This is from Lindy, and she said she wanted a shout out. So Lindy, you're getting a shout out. I hope you're doing good in Tasmania. She had a lot of general information. She provided just basically a lot of price increases. She gave prices, but I don't know what the old prices were, so it's hard to determine, but it definitely was price increases. That's why she gave them. Also shortages. She's seeing a shortage of solar panels and solar products. People might be preparing for lack of power in the grid. She said, exact quote, "Didn't expect to see it affect us here so soon." Walmart. This person used to work at this Walmart, and they were there shopping, and they saw 3 empty trailers in the parking lot. And this is definitely not normal. So is there not enough drivers to come get the trailer after they unload it? Do they not need the trailer because they have so many and they're not shipping as much? This is a report out of Portland on the West Coast. Grocery store. This is in a very nice area. The lady went to shop and went to get a hand basket, and there was only 2 left. And the cashier said people are filling them up and walking out of the store with the basket and the products. This is Hamilton, New Jersey. This guy sent me this because they're seeing pricing drop for housing. This house was $25,000 lowered, so down to $495,000. So are we going to see real estate come down? Let's go over to Pennsylvania, and this is electrical rates, 6 to 45%, 6 to 45% increase in electric. A change shortage. I got a lot of people saying this. Change shortage going on. Gas in Memphis area went up 20 cents since yesterday, but it's only at $4.14. Be happy. That's so cheap for some places. This one I'm confused. I'd like some feedback. The FMCSA has issued an emergency declaration for all motor carriers hauling into the state of Georgia for goods and produce. Had no idea what this meant. Hopefully this guy gets back to me. I think he was a DOT cop. So please get back to me because we do not know what the FMCSA and why they issued an emergency declaration. Is it because of logistical problems and it gives the truckers more ability to drive longer hours? I don't know. We need some feedback on that one. This is the Philippines. Imported food from the U.S. is getting scarce, a low supply. Also, they say McDonald's over there. No more disposable silverware or dishes for dine-in. No more large sizes of anything. Frequent unavailability of beef. The fish sandwich is no longer being sold. Fresh vegetables prices, and this doesn't deal with McDonald's, but overall, fresh vegetable prices up a lot. Fruit juice is up 50%. And the quality of the steel they're getting in is going down. This is an inmate at a federal prison. He says the reduced food selection, portion size, availability, and quality is down. Less meat. It's more skin and fat, so it's not the best meat. The officials have told the prisoners that the problem is with shortages because of supply chain issues and unavailability of product. Let's go over to Walmart in Huntsville, Alabama. This guy's definitely seeing shortages of chicken, bread, eggs, and bacon. Mid-Atlantic area. This is a project manager that's working on 1,000 home site in a master plan community. And the electric company said 36 months lead time on transformers. 36 months on transformers. Certain models have gone up about 10 times the increase in costs in the last 60 days. Transformers are killing the Americans. Auto parts store in the South. This guy works there and he deals with local city government, and they came in there and wanted to buy all his DEF, and that's the diesel exhaust fluid. So they bought all in a 60-mile radius. It was about $500 worth. So I guess it was just all from this one particular store. But they probably went to other stores if they're that serious about a shortage. This is an electrical company. 150 underground transformers were ordered over a year ago. 150. They've received 5 out of 150. In the South, a local jail had to shut down because of lack of workers. Man, this is insane. I'm going to do one just on the jail system, because what I've been hearing and talking to people, it's insane. Father and mother-in-law went to the doctor, unable to get their bloods taken because of shortage of the blood tubes. So there's a shortage there. Couldn't get their blood taken. This is a field technician that's been doing it for 5 years for a big-name company. He fixes TVs and appliances. He says morale is at all-time low. Turnaround time to take care of customers used to be about 10 days. Now it's up to 18 days. Workers and parts shortage causing lots of problems. Central Texas, 1-bedroom apartment, $1,700. Within about a 100-mile radius of Austin, which is growing like crazy, the average price for a house is $460,000. A lot of people from California, New Jersey, New York, all those people are moving in here, and they're offering up to $100,000 over asking price to get their house. So it's crazy. Gas is about $4.50. Diesel is about $5.20. He also said that restaurants are closed down because they don't have workers. Auto repair shops are 3 weeks out before you can even get your car in there. They've raised their labor rate to $120. There's no vehicles to buy in this area, probably because it's growing. A lot of people are moving in there. 5 to 8 month wait for getting a Toyota RAV4. He sensed more hostilities, more road rage, more anger. Crime is definitely increased in his area, and police are not enough police. So it's usually 15 minutes for an emergency call, which is a long time if someone's beating on you. And it's 4 to 6 hours for a non-emergency call. This is from Ontario, Canada. The Shell gas stations. They're noticing huge amounts of low fuel at these stations. So I don't know if Shell can't provide. Upper Michigan, Walmart. This person's seen a lot of missing things not being stocked. $4.79 for gas, $5.59 for diesel. Let's go over to the middle of the country in Iowa. This is a major wind energy company, and they're set to close in June because they're not getting any orders for 2023. Major diesel machines are about 6 weeks to get any type of part. Also, Caterpillar prices going up a minimum of 16% on their parts and their machines, and their labor is going up 10% starting July 1st. This is a high-level logistics manager for the biggest bourbon and whiskey producers in the U.S. He says bourbon production is decreasing because they don't have workers for warehouse bottling plants, no long-haul truckers. It's a problem getting raw materials from corn, wheat, barley, rye, flavoring components, glass and cardboard, just low supplies. And anything that's low supply, the price is going up. He said many liquor brands are going to plastic bottles instead of glass bottles because glass is in shorter supply. He thinks, he's been told it's going to be 18 plus months to solve this problem. This is from a Walmart manager, and very short email, but it said India is stopping sugar exports, so buy sugar now. I don't know if we get our sugar from India. I know we have a lot of sugar produced here, but that's just worth looking into, because if India's not going to be selling their sugar, there'll be more demand for our sugar, and so it might be going overseas. The price could be going up. So just look at that. Southeast Texas, no workers for fast food. It's bad there. The plastic shortage is also affecting the fast food industry. So now they're even serving salads in cardboard type boxes. Hay shortage in North Carolina. They had a wet winter, and now a very dry, hot weather's coming. Prices are increasing. I've seen someone sent me one for a single bale of hay. The small bale is $9.50. I thought a place lined up for my hay in square bales, and he said no because he got an offer of $10 a bale for a square bale, which is unheard of. Just a few years ago, I was getting out of the field, Well, it was 5 or 6 years ago. You could get it for $2.50 out of the field if you helped the farmer put it in your truck and he didn't have to touch it. Prices have skyrocketed. That's because of diesel. That's because of people fertilizing their field to get the best hay. Also, this guy in North Carolina says Bojangles in his town 1 or 2 times a week. They're out of chicken, I think he said. This is out west at a company, and he works as a private jet tech at a repair station at a huge airport out west. He says the super rich have stopped spending on unnecessary upgrades like interior and avionics modifications. Extreme slowdown in workloads in the aircraft manufacturing. I guess it's also tied in with aircraft manufacturing. No part supply, long wait time. Also, there is a... I won't report on that until I can verify it. Let's go on. Another guy confirmed. I was talking about Kenmore radios being 12 months or more out for the radios, and he has confirming that. I guess that jail was waiting for somewhere, that law enforcement. All right, let's go to Northern Alabama. This is a Dollar General store. The canned cat food this person was buying was $1 a can. It went up to $1.50. That is a 50% inflation rate on that product. They are slowly killing us. Also, the county sewer and water bills were sent out in generic brown envelopes. I must have ran out of the envelopes with the little clear spot for your name. Prison in Alabama, overstaffed, overcrowded, causing a lot of security problems for inmates and for jailers. This person works in the home health care. Wound care, dressing and bandages are in short supply. They also noticed that the new walkers that they're getting for their patients are junk. They're falling apart. This is a freight broker in Ohio. He says gas and diesel way up, but freight prices are way down. That's paid for loads. So I'm thinking he's thinking there's not enough loads to go around. So truckers are accepting lower money just to be able to keep their rig running and probably make their payments on it. This is a chemical company in the South. They make special chemicals that are used in water treatment, also for the manufacturing of toilet paper and paper towel companies. They've seen a small decline in their orders, and they are having a problem getting their product to their customers because of a driver shortage and a tanker trailer shortage. Companies are contacting them that they do business and saying, if you don't give us this chemical, we will have to shut down our production. So this is just another negative on this. He says it is a nightmare. That's how he describes these problems. This is a large, well-known hospital. This is a maintenance tech. They just ordered diesel fuel for their emergency backup generator, and the bill was $50,000. $50,000. And this will last them on emergency backup power 7 to 10 days. Indiana. This is a farmer. They've actually had the power company come out because they have some extra meters on their property. One is for some pole lighting. And they wanted to take the meter. I think they said yes, I'm not sure. But they said no. They had another one for RV setup, and that was definitely a no, because they could have family coming in a grid down situation or a bug out situation, and they would like at least the chance that the RV site might be workable. She said the husband's on pain medicine and it's hard to find, the shortage. This is a South Carolina Walmart. There is no baby formula for the last 2 weeks. The formula is showing up delivered on their incoming trucks, but it's not actually showing up. It's not on the truck, so something is fishy about that. They normally have, listen to this, 3,000 price changes daily at this Walmart. Very short workers. Western Kentucky, this person has trash pickup. They were notified that the private company will not be picking their trash up because they live too far out. So they contacted other ones that could do the job, but the price was way too high. So this guy does not know what he's going to do with his trash. And this is going to lead to people illegally dumping trash everywhere, causing a problem. This is a Virginia pharmacy running low and out of some medicines. This is very important. This is a large recreational vehicle maker. They make the campers and RVs. They are predicting layoffs in the towable campers. Another company that makes these products, the towable campers, usually are shut for 1 week during July 4th. They have announced 4 weeks of no work. I think they're getting a backlog of product because people are not buying them. The one large recreational vehicle maker had an order canceled of 20,000 units were canceled by probably one of the major sellers of campers that's well known. So there is some problems developing in that industry. This is a company that deals with water heaters, the commercial sales and service side of commercial water heaters. They're no longer getting a printed out price list. It's coming in PDF because the price changes are so fast. Some of the models of these commercial hot water heaters have gone up $2,000. They are short parts and steel. This has been going on. Blowers, almost impossible to get for some units. And they've actually had to replace units that only needed parts because they could not get the parts, and I guess the companies needed these things up immediately. So they've had to tear out probably a perfectly good unit, just short of a few parts, and put in a brand new unit because that way they can get running up. Indiana, this is a Dollar General. They've gone twice to this thing, and there's been signs on the thing that they were closed, and this is normal hours for them, so they're assuming there was no workers. They also experienced gas going from $4.49 to $4.89 in one day. That's a 40-cent jump. This is a North Carolina manufacturing facility, has no janitors. So they're offering extra vacation time to volunteer to clean the restrooms, the break rooms, and other areas of the plant. No one has come in the last week to do a job interview at this manufacturing plant because they are short workers. Not a single person in a week to fill out an application. This is from a Walmart person that shops there, says the Snaps brand jalapeno poppers, whatever those are, went from $1 to $1.94. That's like 94% inflation. Also, garbage disposals at a local place jumped up high. Water heaters have gone up $150 to $300 at this place. So, inflation, inflation, inflation. Arnold's bread. It's a very small loaf if you ever bought Arnold's bread. It's like a half a size of a loaf of bread. And is raised in price to $5.98. So $6 for a small loaf of bread. Insane. Florida. This is a grocery store. And this guy says his wife that works at this major grocery store in Florida, they have just received training how to handle customers for upcoming food shortages. Predicted in mid to late summer they're expecting issues. So is this how to deal with unruly customers, or is it just normal customer, training to better work with them? I don't know. San Francisco Giants, it was a game this person went to, and they had a sign, food and drink at the concessions, only credit or debit, no cash. In the South, this is a project manager in a really big city area. He deals with tile and marble. They're bidding jobs, but they're not getting them. They're short on tile and grout, and he was notified that he may be laid off in September. So I don't know if they're giving the quotes that's going somewhere else, or if they're giving the quotes and it's so high the customer is saying no. This is something we need to look at. This person sent me some information before, but this email was sent to me on June 1st at 5:39 p.m. Their source is saying that it delivers gas, that their gas went up 15 cents at their distribution center. And so in the next 48 hours in the North Carolina, South Carolina, where they deliver, fuel should be going up 15 to 30 cents at gas stations. So we'll see if this comes true, but gas is going up every day. This is a mobile welder out west. Metal prices has doubled and tripled in the last couple of years. He's waiting 1 to 2 weeks for things. He's still getting them, but there's a wait time. He increased his hourly rate from $50 to $75 an hour. His consumable items like welding rods has tripled in 2 years, and he is saying even with the increasing his prices, he's still making less than he did before the chaos and the craziness. So inflation is here. Use your money wisely. Prepare. It's not getting better. I left out tons of them that I will try to include tomorrow. It's not getting better. So just get prepared. Do the best you can do and don't worry about it. We're going to get through this. Thanks for watching.